Many of the PGA Tour players will be able to reach this wide, flat green in 2 shots and get off to a hot start. The fairway has been widened to 26 yards. However, with trees planted in both the left and right side roughs, an errant tee shot will be punished. This is another good birdie hole. Numerous past winners have taken advantage of the 2 relatively easy opening holes. You'll see many of the pros teeing off with an iron here. The fairway narrows to 24 yards between the fairway bunkers, and the right fairway bunker has 3 grass islands, a trademark of the original Dick Wilson design. Time to get serious. The 3rd hole may now be the most difficult driving hole on the Blue Monster. The short driving zone has been narrowed considerably. A miss to the right will find the lake, while a miss to the left will find deep Bermuda rough or the tough fairway bunker. A sharp slope off the left side of the green will bring extremely difficult recovery shots. This is the hardest par 3 on the golf course, even though the 13th hole is 10 yards longer. A ball can now bounce onto the green. However, any slight miss to the right will be waterbound. The gigantic bunker on the left side has 4 small bunkers pitched into the hillside. The drive is to a narrow and defined area. The second shot goes into a beautifully bunkered green that will set up for a birdie if you drive it long and in the fairway. The long, narrow fairway on the 6th hole creates a very tight driving area. The green is long and narrow, which leaves a great area for back left corner pin placements. Off the tee, players will find 5 palm trees at the corner of the dogleg. A drive right or through the fairway could end up behind the palm trees. The big round circular green slopes down to the left and into a chipping area. A player stepping on the 8th tee will see a lake that's in play for the long hitters. Numerous palm trees are placed over the bunker on the right side and will punish any bailout to the right. Many of the players will be going for the green in 2, but it will require a long, accurate drive and is usually into the winter's southwest wind. The 9th hole is the shortest of the par 3s at Doral, but almost always plays into the wind or into a crossing left to right wind. It's important for the player to leave the ball under the hole so he can make an aggressive putt. The 10th hole is a par 5 that usually plays downwind. The 2 fairway bunkers on the right make the drive tighter and bring the water into play. The further the drive, the narrower the fairway becomes. The green is tucked in close to the water. The large bunker in the center of the fairway gives the golfer options off the tee. Better drivers will definitely hit their driver here and leave just a short pitch. Any pin placement from the middle of this green forward will be partially hidden. This is one of the longest par 5s on the PGA Tour. The parallel bunker on the left has long fingers coming down, giving it a very unusual look. Don't expect to see many players hit this green in 2. The 12th is considered one of the most beautiful holes here at Doral. This is the longest par 3 at Doral, and one of the longest par 3s on the PGA Tour. This hole will require all the skill of the best players. There will not be one player who would not take a 3 and happily march over to the 14th tee. The par 4 14th hole usually plays downwind. There are 2 bunkers down the fairway that'll make the longer hitters more aware of placing the ball in the fairway. There are 2 bunkers on the left side of the green, while the right side of the green slopes toward the 15th tee. Probably the most difficult part of the 15th is the width of the green. It is very narrow, and with the wind usually coming from left to right, it is not an easy club selection. The left fairway bunker includes 4 islands and has been completely grassed down. A wide fairway will encourage the players to drive the ball off the tee, which will bring the bunkers and palm trees into play more often. This is a very narrow area, and the green slopes away from the players. The most interesting thing about number 17 is the length of the green. It is 58 yards long, which could mean a 3 or 4 club difference depending on where the pin is placed. Because this hole will generally play into the wind or into a left to right wind, the hole plays considerably long. A back pin placement will require a shot over a deep and intimidating bunker guarding the left side of the green. This is one of the most famous and recognizable holes in the world and has often been ranked the most difficult finishing hole on the PGA Tour. The narrowest part of the fairway is only 25 yards wide, so the lake is definitely in play. There are trees guarding the entire right side of this hole, and driving the ball in the right rough leads to a terrifying shot into a long, narrow green.